Tomorrow, the 5th of January, 2021, they're having a runoff for senatorial positions at the federal level in Georgia. And sort of the strange things have been going on relative to this whole campaign. And those of you who are listening to my voice now, you've heard this information, so you're quite familiar with the things that's going on. And I just want to remind you that it is possible that this coup that is taking place right now could have been planned and might have been planned to be successful. In other words, what we're saying today, what you're having the freedom to hear today, does not necessarily mean that you'll have the freedom in a week or so. So I want to tell you that beware that all kinds of things can happen. Evil is coming on the scene because America has had an undertow of evil hid under the pretense of a law. That when the law got disrespected by one who had no respect for the law, and it allowed all of those who had been captive by the law freedom. And so now they are rising up to say that, hey, we are just as this voice says it is. We don't care about other people. We want to claim everything. We have no respect for God, except the God that says it's okay for us to manipulate, to boss and be ruler of everything. And this is what your position is. And I want you to know that that is the position of evil. But at the same time, all that is good, all that is real and loving must rise up to beat this occasion. And it can defeat it in any moment, because all of the power that is given to evil to do the things that evil does is really fake. And it can be moved. It can be knocked out of the way. It can have its legs clipped. All you got to do is stand up and show it some love. Show it some love by loving one another now. Show it some love. Show that evil some love by loving one another now. Us, who say we represent love. Let us show us some love, some real love. Evil wants to take away everything. Let us give to ourselves everything, all that we need: food, clothing, shelter, education, health care, and to make sure infrastructure and everything else that we desire. Let us make sure that we grant that to ourselves by engaging ourselves, all of us, in the process of making sure that these things manifest themselves in an abundance. Let us make sure that that happens in an abundance, so none of us will ever be absent with any of that, and in such an abundance that it could overflow to those who are evil and thinking of another way. Let them feel the love that we have created amongst ourselves by changing our ways, by treating ourselves right, and loving each other as a sign to all that can see, all that can hear, all that can understand. And let this love flow to them. That's how we'll get evil. That's how we'll wake them up. Because evil will not be able to provide itself what it needs. Because it's built on destruction. It's built on lies and taking. It's built on deception. And when the truth stands up in its face, it can't deny it. And when the love rolls over to it, hey, you can't do nothing but buy it. So ladies and gentlemen, we don't have to worry about what's going to happen. It might be a coup. But if it is, we're going to have to stand up against the coup the same way we'd have to stand up against anything. And if everything goes over smooth and Trump goes on out of here with whatever force we have to use to get him out, and do not plan on settling to think for one moment that we're going to cool off and have a breathing moment. No, that is what got us to this point where we are at now. We must insist that justice roll down like a mighty rushing stream. We must demand it. We must stand up and give voice and our power to it, and let nothing take that power away. There are those who find themselves in a position where they feel that we shouldn't try to make available to everybody the benefits of life, that $15 an hour is okay. There are those who believe that that is fine. But none of them would be satisfied that they could live on $15 an hour. So what gives them the right in a free world where all the resources are given by a power we can't see, but by God. And they are molded and manifested into the things that we need and want by we the people, for we the people. Why we gotta buy it? Why do we have to deal with money? That is a scam. That is where we've been ripped off by going with a system that does not understand the love and power and understanding God's way. So we got to stand up and give some life to it, ladies and gentlemen. We just got to do that, whether the coup goes through or whether we ride the tide. We got to still stand and give life to us, brothers and sisters. We got to give life to the people in America. We got to give life to the people in the ghettos. We got to give life to the people that's been living behind tents. We got to give life to the people who come from Mexico and work in these fields and stuff for $5 an hour, or come and work on people's houses for half the pay that they would have to pay someone else. We got to give life to these people. They deserve life. The people in Guatemala, the people in Africa, the people in Asia, the people in everywhere deserve life. And somebody got to show them the way. Let us do it. Let we the people, children of the Almighty God. In God we trust, not in anything else but God. That's where we put our faith and trust in, and we walk like we give our faith and trust in God. We ain't afraid of nothing that's wrong. It's calling on us to stand up and show it the way. So, are you with me? America, are you with me? Are you with the spirit of love? Are you with God? Until next time, Eddie Marcus say goodbye.